We recently built this custom field service management app for a client who sells and services generators for both residential and commercial customers. It's designed to streamline their entire operations from inventory and contracts to scheduling their service and maintenance appointments, along with planning their routes for those appointments for their technicians. Let's go ahead and show you what we've created. First, we're going to start in the settings area where we can configure all types of different system settings, but the main thing we're going to focus on for this demonstration are tasks and contracts. So you can create tasks for your appointments, and you can estimate how long each one of these tasks is going to take, and these tasks will eventually be connected with your contract and the appointments for that contract. You can see every task has a name. You can give it a category. You can estimate the time that it's going to take in hours and minutes, and then there's a status for that task. Once all of your tasks are created, then you can go to your contracts. So these are the contracts that you're going to generate for both service and maintenance of generators. You can go in and create a new contract type, give it a name, specify how many appointments are going to be, how many maintenance appointments are going to be created for that contract. Once that contract is created, then you can go in and assign the different tasks that need to be done for each one of your maintenance appointments. You can see here that I've got 4 maintenance appointments set up for this contract. Each one of them can have different tasks. You can see that you've got the estimated time to complete any one of these tasks, and that all of those tasks add up to give you the total appointment time. If I want to go in and add new tasks to the appointment, I can do that from the tasks templates that I just showed you. It's real easy to add those. So now I've got all of my tasks that need to be performed for this contract for each one of these 4 appointments that would be scheduled. You can also manage the content that will go inside of the contract document. Once we generate the contract document, you can send that contract to a customer and they can electronically sign it. Next, we're going to look at inventory. That's another big module within this application. Within inventory, we can manage all of our vendors that we purchase products from. You can go in and see all of your products that you can purchase within the system. It's got a list price and a retail price. You can see any kind of purchase orders that have been created, and then you can see all of your stock, your inventory of products, parts, generators, any kinds of materials that are needed to run the business. If we want to go in and order stock, it's real easy to do right from this stocks page. I can go in and filter and see all of the stock that I need to restock, and this is all managed within the system. I can go in and I need to order 1 generator, and let's say I need to order some parts, so I can select those things that I want to reorder, and then I have these options down at the bottom. I can move them to another warehouse. I can move them to a reserve if I want to, and then I can order. So we're going to go ahead and order these items. To order, I need to select one of my locations. I can have multiple locations where I manage this inventory. We can just give it any kind of PO number. The system can also automatically generate PO numbers, and then you can give it a date if you want to. And I can save it as a draft, or I can directly send it to my vendor. I'm going to go ahead and send it to the vendor, and you can see now it's showing that I've ordered each one of these items here. And then once my orders are received, I can go in and mark them as received within this purchase order management area in the site. So let's go in. First, I need to mark them all as received, and you can receive them at different times if they get shipped at different times. In this case, for a generator, I need to give it a name and then a serial number. Serial numbers are on the actual generator machines. You can say when you received it, and then I can click confirm. So now everything has been marked as arrived. I can also go in and mark it as paid if I want to, if I've paid for this equipment. And then when I go to my stock, all of this would be updated. You'd now see those ordered as 0, and those items would be added to your actual in-stock count here. So next we're going to go and create a contract for a customer. You can either create a new customer within the system. Every customer is either an individual, or you can add a customer as a company. You can give the customer a first name, last name, phone number, email, and then the property locations would be specified where the equipment is going to be located. So we'll go to an existing customer. We'll open up Will Farrell. He's an individual. Again, I can go here and see all of his information. If I need to edit anything, I can. In this case, he's got 2 properties that he owns. Both could have different generators at these different locations. He's got a rental property and he's got his primary residence. So let's go in and first add some equipment for Will Farrell. So we're going to select some equipment. He can either own an existing piece of equipment that we're going to do maintenance and service on, or he bought a piece of equipment from us. We'll go here and select a generator. He's going to, he just purchased this generator. We can say the warranty date is October 30th, 2027. And then I can select one of his residences where that generator is going to be located. So let's go ahead and add his equipment. Next, we're going to add a contract for Will. So we want to put a contract against that piece of equipment that we just assigned to him. We're going to say this is a 12-month contract, and we're going to do maintenance and service on it 4 times within that contract period. We'll say the contract starts at the beginning of October and goes all the way to the end of, oh shoot, selected the wrong date. We'll say it goes all the way to the end of September of 2026. These are the estimated dates that I'm going to perform these maintenance appointments. We'll say I'm going to do my first maintenance appointment in October. We'll do the next one in November. Maybe I skip several months and go in February to do another maintenance appointment. And then we'll do the last one in May. And you can see here that all of those tasks that were in that contract template are showing up here. And we think that this will take 44 minutes for a technician that we assign this to service this particular generator based on those tasks. Now I'm going to go in and specify the amount that I'm charging for this contract, and let's go in and add the contract. So now this contract is added. You can go in and see this is the document format. This is the document that we generated. It's got all of the tasks that are going to be performed for every one of these preventative maintenance appointments. It's got my amount that I'm charging, along with other content that I had in that template in settings. Let's go ahead and send this to the customer. So we're going to send the contract. Contract has been sent. And now, if you look here, you'll see that the status is now sent. Now I can go to my email. We've got a new contract that just came through for Will Farrell. Let's go in and view it. So I'm now acting as the client, Will Farrell. And I want to go in and view the contract. And I'm going to sign it. You can either type in your signature, you can draw it. We'll just say Will and Farrell. We're going to create the signature. So now Will Farrell has signed this contract. If we go back over here and I just reload this tab, you'll see that he has accepted it. I can also go in and mark it as paid. One of the features that we're working on is invoices and payments, which will be coming next. But now Will Farrell has signed his contract, and I'm going to go in and schedule my first maintenance appointment for Will Farrell. I can go to my planner. This is where I can go to see all of my existing routes and appointments for my technicians. We can go in and look and see that I've got an existing appointment, I've got one appointment today, and I've assigned it to a technician, and this is the route that that technician will take. I I can go in and see everything for every route that's ever been created. I can see from that panel. We're going to go in and schedule some new appointments. Let's see, I think this is, let's see where Will is. Here's Will Farrell's house, and he's due for an appointment this month in October. I'm going to go ahead and plan several appointments for my technician. I'm going to pick 3 locations that I want my technician to visit. You can go in and see that we estimate it's going to take 3 hours and 17 minutes for this entire route. And that's all based on those estimated times to complete those tasks for each one of these appointments, and also the drive time. So how long is it going to take to get from the headquarters to the first appointment, and then it's going to take 44 minutes to complete that appointment, and then how long does it take to get to the next appointment, and so on, all the way back to the office location where I started. And we're going to set these appointments for today. And now let's go in and assign a technician. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Leroy Bell, create my appointments. So now my appointments are created, and it's added it to my route. And when I go here and look at appointments, you'll see that all of these appointments are now added in our appointments list. If I open this up, you'll see all of the appointment details, and our technicians have their own mobile app where they go to this appointment. They'll see all of the tasks that they need to perform. We'll see the estimated time versus the actual times that it took them to complete those tasks, and we'll know how well they're performing based on how long it takes them to complete all of these tasks versus what we were estimating for this particular appointment. They can also manage any parts that they use for the maintenance appointment. If they have to use maintenance kits or change batteries, all those things are managed from inventory within the system. They can also upload pictures if they need to, if they're taking pictures of the service appointment. All of those things are contained in here. You can also create a report for the customer. I can go in and create this feedback report, and all this actual times will feed in from the mobile app. If the technician needs to add reasons for each one of these tasks, they can do that. Once they submit that, it all gets sent to the customer. And I can also go in and see all of these appointments for the day or week or month within this calendar view. So I can go in and easily see that. If I need to download my appointments, I can also do that. So that's the basic functionality that we've created so far within this application. Like I'd said, we've got a lot more cool features coming around payment processing, invoices, quotes, and also managing installation jobs. There'll be some new modules coming in the near future, along with we'll do a demo of the mobile app to show the technician's experience.